Hi students, welcome to week 10 of senior seminar informatics. And it is week 10, my goodness. Okay, so so for this week, continue to do your scrums. That's going to be due in 2 days at 11:59, and you can find that on the Scrum forum. If you have an individual assignment for this week, oh, no, sorry, this is going to be your final portfolio. This was on the syllabus, and I wanted to explain to you what this is going to be. And this will be due the last week of class, so May 10th. So this final portfolio is basically the idea is to have something that are materials that you can use to refer to when you're looking for a job or applying for graduate school, and have them all in one place. So that's what the portfolio basically is, and it's going to include some of the work you've done over your course of time here at UAlbany. You will select examples of your work that shows and highlights the particular skills that you want to highlight, depending on where you're going to be going after graduation. So your portfolio will include a polished resume, and that will be, you've already submitted a resume, but I think some of you needed to polish it up a little bit. So that's going to be one of the components. Also a recommendation letter, which is written by you and about you, and it's going to be 1 page and double spaced. This is actually going to be your individual assignment for this week. The next component of your portfolio will be to include at least 2 projects that you've worked on that you feel highlight particular skills. So you'll include a description of the project, an explanation of the skills that you used in the project, and how they were applied. The next component, you will include 1 writing sample, and that can be from any class that you've taken, but make sure you choose something that's going to highlight your writing skills and your critical thinking. And then finally, you'll write a reflection on your educational experience here at UAlbany, and that just be about a page. So this portfolio will be useful for you just to kind of get a handle on what you will need, and it will allow you to reflect on your education and what you've achieved, what skills you have learned, and which skills that you want to transfer into the workplace or into graduate school if you're going on to for more education. So your individual assignment. So what should you include? This is due next week. What should you include in your recommendation letter? So usually you talk about the potential, leadership potential, talk about skills, abilities, strengths. Are you dependable? Are you consistent with your work? Persistence is always a good trait, which persistence in getting things done. Motivation, are you motivated to do work? Self-motivated? Do you have to be told what to do? And character, a little bit about your character and any contributions that you've made to class or your community. And then also some accomplishments. So there's like 3 components really to writing a recommendation letter. So you need a paragraph or sentence that explains how you know this person and the duration of your relationship with them. So you're writing this about yourself. So who would you be? Is it I? Am I the one writing this? Is it one of your professors that is writing this letter? Is it a former employer that is writing this letter? So think about who is writing the letter, and then you can talk about how they know you and what your relationship was. Um, it should include an evaluation of the person and their skills and accomplishments. So here you want to include specific examples that will illustrate your strengths and qualifications. And they should be very brief, but they should be detailed and specific. And then finally, a summary that explains why you would recommend yourself and to what degree you would recommend yourself. Okay. So for your team activity this week, last week you worked on your target audience write-ups individually. So what I want you to do is, again, collectively come together and create one final target audience write-up that's going to go into your final paper. Also, as we do every week, you create a sprint for next week and talk about what you've done and what you will be doing for next week, and if anything's blocking you. And just submit part 1 and part 2 to Blackboard. And that's due next week. So keep working on moving your projects forward, and I am excited to see where you guys are with it, and I'm really looking forward to seeing your final projects. But if you have any questions in the meantime, just email me, and if you need to do a virtual hangout, let me know and we can set something up. Okay. Hope you guys had a nice Easter if you celebrate Easter. I think we're finally getting into spring, although it snowed yesterday, which is weird. But the weather's going to start getting nice. And make sure you are paying attention to graduation emails if you're graduating. I know they've been sending them out, just trying to give students instructions. So make sure you're keeping on top of that. And I guess that's it. So have a great week, and I will talk to you guys next week.